Getting ready for first pitch at Citizens Bank Park. It's the Cardinals and the Phillies coming up next. Time for baseball on the show as we get you set for baseball at a place they call The Bank, Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Michael Brantley makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening. Out in front of it as this is pulled down the line to first. And he'll get to the bag in time. What a do-it-yourself masterpiece.
Boy, that's really a great play here at first. This ball has double written all over it. And that's a great job there to lay himself out and then hustle over to the bag to get the 3 unassisted put out.
Matt Carpenter will get his first opportunity now. 14 home runs to his credit so far this year. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. And this will be taken in by Brown as he's got it for the second out.
Batting third, right fielder,
Alan Craig will stand in, and he's been tearing the cover off the ball the past few days as you see his numbers from the last 5 ball games. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Ball 2 now.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory now toward the third base dugout. And, oh, they can't make the play. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, I'll tell you, if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch. That's just a tough call to go against you.
Hit high but foul as that'll get in amongst the fans. And this is fouled back and out of play. Just getting started here in Philly. Here's a pitch popped straight up. Playable behind the plate for Ruiz. And this is hauled in by the catcher Ruiz, and that'll be that. Down in order go the Cardinals. So now the Phillies offense will see. Home half of inning number 1 as the leadoff hitter digs in to start things out.
leading off for the Phillies, center fielder, number 19.
Now a ball hit hard towards center. In for a look is Borges, but this gets down, a base hit.
So far, so good. They get a scoreless top of the first, and now a leadoff single to start things in their half.
So the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins, will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. And this is low, but Molina's able to prevent it from getting away. Runners on the move for second. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. Only play to the pitcher covering, and the runner moves into second on the play.
Yeah, and here with the runner who's on the move, you've got no chance of even thinking about getting the double play. So a smart idea there just to take the sure out at first.
Chase Utley will stand in now. Certainly a dangerous hitter as he ranks number 2 in the National League in home runs. And a fastball just misses for ball 1. And speaking of the National League's home run leaders, there they are on your screen. Runner at second here with one man out. And a fastball that's lifted the other way out to left. Brantley comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Ryan Howard will stand in, and he's certainly a dangerous man up there, currently second in the National League in RBIs. Now the first pitch. And here's a big swing as he sends this one in the air out toward deep center. Borges is going to have room out there as he puts this away. Matt Adams will stand in for the first time now, and he does so with 22 home runs on the ledger so far. Popped him up over to the left, but playable over in foul ground. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Good cut fastball that time, and he's in control now, 0-2.
And on 0-2, I'd be shocked to see another fastball in the strike zone.
Oh, and he rips this one to first. And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit.
Well, they're going to rule this one a base hit, and once again, I'm not so sure about it. You'll see right here, this ball gets on him pretty quick. But to me, that's a ball that you at least got to knock down. Instead, he gives him the old matador defense right there, and it skips right by him into the outfield.
A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. Rollins back to first, and they'll get the slow-footed Molina. It's a double play.
Oh, that's a sweet play coming off the bag. This ball's pretty much smashed right at him. So he takes it on the one hop and then fires on to second to start the 3-6-3.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Johnny Peralta. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And this will be fouled away. And a fastball taken the other way, but this should be routine out there in right field. And Bird will camp under this one, and the inning is over. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. Marlon Bird will stride in now, and as you see there, he sits 9th in the National League in batting at the start of play. Hit hard back up the middle, and now he has some trouble with it in center. Around first, heading for second now, and he'll round it and try for third. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
Well, you can kind of give him a little bit of a pass here because he's such a good defensive center fielder. But he gets this one all wrong. And as a result, he's going to allow his man to make it all the way up to third base with what's eventually going to be ruled a triple.
Dominic Brown will stand in now. And as you can see here, he enters play 4th in the National League in round trippers. First pitch to him. Oh, high, deep. Where will this one come down? Now that is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. 29 home runs for him on the year as the Phillies have taken a 2-0 lead. Carlos Ruiz will stand in, hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game. And this ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. No outs, nobody on. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Batting 8th, third baseman,
Cody Ashe will get his first opportunity now, looking to extend that hitting streak, which stands at 8 games and counting coming in. And a swing and a bouncing ball back up the middle. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow!
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He doesn't really have a chance to set himself up, so this is all arm, but he makes it look routine.
Cliff Lee will take his cuts now. Foul toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. No contact there, and it's 1-2. Here's the pitch. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is... Peter Borges will stand in, and he was a big part of the win last night as he contributed 3 hits to his guy's effort. First pitch in there at the knees as he offers a strike to the leadoff man, 0-1. And they guessed right on the bunt, but this is going to be close. Throw to first is in time, so a good idea, but the bunt attempt doesn't pan out.
Well, just from a distance standpoint, you have to remember that left-handed hitters maybe get a step or 2 advantage over a right-handed hitter leaving that batter's box. So that's why it's much easier for lefties to bunt their way on than it is for righties to do it. And here, he needed those 2 extra steps because that was a very close play down there at first.
Gets him to go after the first pitch as this is bounced toward the second baseman, Utley. On to first as the throw takes care of him, and it's a quick 2-up, 2-down start to the third.
batting 9th, pitcher,
Lance Lynn will step in now. Now a swing and a ground ball. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now a ball lined to the right side. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
How about that swing? That wasn't just a little bleeder off the end of his bat. He swung that bat like he knew what he was doing up there.
Michael Brantley will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game. Now a swing and a bouncing ball for Utley at second. Throw on to the first baseman, Howard, and with that, the side is retired. 1 left for the Cardinals. They're down 2-0. Number 19 makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
center fielder, number 19.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Fouled back. Here's Descalzo at second. And he's retired here, 1 away. After tonight, these 2 teams right back at it again on Sunday as you get a look at our upcoming schedule that takes us into next week. Leadoff man retired, and that brings up the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? And now this will make it down to the 334 sign. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. But it's backed up well, so luckily there will be no advance. So a good job of going the other way here as he checks in with the 1-out double. And as you see there on the graphic, that total good for 4th best on the Philly roster. Chase Utley will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. And he'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. For Rollins, he's able to increase his doubles total up to 26 now. Now a swing and a fly ball hit fairly well out to deep center field. Borges is back, and he'll get there to make the play for out number 2. And he is in there.
Yeah, this ball's hit high enough that he can go back and tag at second base. So that's a good job of moving up the extra 90 feet now with 2 outs.
So a man at third here with 2 gone. And digging in, slugging first baseman Ryan Howard. First pitch on the way. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1.
And EK, I don't know about you, but I really hated getting a bad call on that very first pitch.
Hey, jeez.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Phillies. Matt Carpenter will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th. Here's a swing and a shot back up the middle. And this is past a diving Utley at second, a base hit. Alan Craig will dig in. He popped out in foul territory his first time. Oh, it's hit to third. 5, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
Well, it only took him 1 pitch to get himself in trouble, and 1 pitch later, he's already out of trouble by getting that double play.
Matt Adams will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all away.
And that's especially tough when you figure the part of the lineup they're in. These are the guys you want to have hitting with runners on base.
A little early on the curveball there as this is hit in the air to right field. Bird is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Marlon Byrd will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
Right fielder, Marlon Byrd.
He was fighting that swing the whole way, but he went around. It's no balls and a strike. Gets under this one as this is hit high and pretty deep out there to center field. Borges is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And you can see that both guys are well into the 90s, 95 on one hand and just 2 miles an hour slower on the other. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. And this is going to be a foul ball. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Carlos Ruiz will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. Picked up by Peralta. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Phillies down.
Leading off for St. Louis, catcher, Yadier Molina.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Now here's a ground ball that'll get by the mound and into center field for a leadoff single. Johnny Peralta will try it again. He flew out his first time. And this is low, ball 1. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And this ball will be chopped foul. Swing and a hot shot toward third. And that'll be a base hit for Peralta. And the runner holds at second, so they're at first and second now with nobody out. Peter Borges will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Took something off there, but it misses ball 1. Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. Looking to drop one down, but he can't make contact. 1-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
These guys really haven't had all that many great chances offensively. So, you know, they'd hate to see this threat go by the boards. Not a good time for a strikeout at all.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
0-2, you gotta shorten up. Find some way at least to put the ball in play. You can't afford a strikeout here with an important run out there at second base.
And this is on the ground for Utley. Could be 2. Rollins relay to Howard, and it's in time. The double play that ends the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. Cody Ashe will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th. Goes the other way as this is line to left. Coming on is Brantley, but he won't get there. It's a base hit.
Yeah, an ideal setup here with the pitcher on deck. He comes through with a solid single to start things out. Now you give your pitcher a chance to bunt you over and make a productive out.
Cliff Lee will stand in what would appear to be a sacrifice situation here. And there he goes toward second. Here's one hit hard to the right side and caught out there at second. And he'll throw over to first to complete the double play.
Now batting, number 19.
Number 19 will dig in. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. And he gets around on the fastball here and sends one deep down the right field line. And this will be off the wall out near the 330 marker. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Pretty fortunate he was able to keep this ball fair. This is pretty close down the line. You see it winding up, one hopping the wall down there, and that allows him to cruise into second with 2 bases.
So we're runner in scoring position with 2 men gone. And that'll bring in the former MVP, shortstop Jimmy Rollins. And now a swing and a routine fly ball out towards center. Borges is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is. Lance Lynn will get things started here in the top of inning number 6. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. And he takes a called strike 1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
And a good pitch that time from Lee, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Fastball hit on the ground is short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Fouled straight back. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
And if you're a fan of pitching, this has been the game for you. I mean, these two guys have both been exceptional so far. Just 2 runs allowed between both of them. Of course, makes the broadcasters awfully happy because this game has flown by.
Matt Carpenter will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Swing and a ball headed towards the hole, and that'll get on through into right field for a base hit.
Back into the stretch for him again as we take a look at his line so far. It's almost like he's kept that shutout going with smoke and mirrors because he's definitely given up his share of base runners. They just haven't amounted to anything so far.
Alan Craig is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a ball outside. It's 1-0. And that's waved at and missed 1-1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. From the belt, the pitch. Swing and a bouncer out in front. Throw on to the big fella Howard at first, and with that, the inning is over. Cards leave 1. They trail it here 2-0. Chase Utley will stand in to lead things off here in the Philadelphia 6th.
Second baseman, Chase Utley.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's a shot over the second baseman's head, and that's going to plug the gap. Good for extra bases. He's around first on his way to second now. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Well, it's never an easy task to have to start an inning by going through the 3, 4, 5 guys. And obviously, no exception here because he drills this ball, and he's going to wind up at second with a leadoff double.
Ryan Howard will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. For Utley, he's now at 23 doubles on the year. In the dirt that time, but a good block there by Molina to keep it close. Look into Molina, now the 1-1. A little bit outside, 2-1.
Even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And like most guys, the further ahead in the count he gets, the more dangerous he becomes. He's going to lock in on 1 pitch, 1 zone, and he'll hurt you if he guesses right.
Now here's a swing by Howard, and the big fella launches this one out to deep right field. And that is into the right field seats. It's a home run. It's a two-run shot here for Ryan Howard. Home run number 44 on the year, as the Phillies have opened things up now 4-0.
Wow, he has proven to be a real nuisance in the first 2 games of this series. A home run in last night's ball game, and now another one here.
There goes Cardinal manager Mike Matheny on his way out to the mound, and he'll motion for the bullpen. That's going to be all for Lance Lynn. Just 5 innings of work for him here, as he really never found his rhythm in this one.
Your attention, please.
A new pitcher set to take over, and it's one of just a handful of submariners around nowadays. Right-hander Pat Neshek.
Now batting, right fielder, Marlon.
And a check swing looked like he went around. Yes, indeed, says the first base umpire. Strike one. And this pitch is lined into center field, and he's going to reach with his second hit of the night.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Dominic Brown will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on.
Move him over.
And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Sliced hard the other way, and that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. Throw comes back in quickly, so they're at first and second now with nobody out.
Well, for a relief pitcher, he hasn't given him a whole lot of relief. That's back-to-back singles now since he showed up, and he's in a heck of trouble now.
Carlos Ruiz will stand in again. A couple of ground outs for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. Gets this one down. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first.
When you're already losing, the one thing you can't do is give away more runs. I mean, you're already in the hole. The last thing you want to do is keep digging, but that's what's happening right here. Things are going from bad to worse now.
Cody Ashe will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
Here's the first offering. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. Three runs already home here. And he'll take this one as well. It's now 2-0 to the Philly third baseman.
This is the kind of inning he's not pitching efficiently. He's just trying to be too darn fine, not trusting his stuff.
And this is heading out toward left field, but this is going to get fouled up into the crowd. Shallow center. Descalzo retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for round number 1.
He'll be kicking himself there. 2 ducks on the pond, and he pops one up. Now, that's an opportunity at the plate that you just have to take advantage of.
Cliff Lee will stand in with a chance to help himself out big time here with a couple of men in scoring position.
And a lot of times, pitchers go up there just because they sort of have to. But here, if you go up and just think ground ball up the middle, you might get one home, maybe 2. So this is a big-time chance.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. And now the runner breaks for the plate. And the squeeze is on here, and he gets it down. So they get the out at first, but the run will score on the suicide squeeze.
Boy, that's just the most exciting play in baseball right here. You're going to see him breaking on first movement at third base. So this is do or die at the plate. It's not a safety squeeze. It's suicide. He gets the bunt down, and he gets the job done.
He took a big swing that time as he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Adams is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. Another good inning here for the Phillies, and the brotherly love is in abundance now. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. It's on to the 7th inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Matt Adams will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far. And this is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
And he will make the catch on the full run. And there's a dandy of an out to start the inning. So the leadoff man retired here. That'll bring up Yadier Molina. And he couldn't hold back that time. They say he went around at strike 1. And a fastball swung on and hit in the air to left. And this will be taken in without much trouble. It's an easy start to the 7th. 2 gone.
Up next for the Cardinals, shortstop
Johnny Peralta will dig in. 1 for 2 to this point in the ball game. Hands held high by Peralta. Now the pitch. Down and away. 1 ball and no strikes. No runs on 6 hits. 1 error for the Cardinals to this point. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Now a swing and a 3rd straight fly ball here should get him out of the inning. 1-2-3. And a long run, but he's there to track it down. Nice range, and the side is retired. David Aardsma will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Jimmy Rollins will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th.
number 11, shortstop Jimmy Rollins.
Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Inside and low, 2-1. Now the pitch. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Yeah, that's where you need to be selective. That was a pitcher's pitch, and now you give that advantage right back.
And this is lined into right field, and he's aboard here with the leadoff single.
And you can tell when these guys have gone up to the plate, they've had a plan. They're just not wildly swinging, hoping for things to work out. They've been looking for specific pitches in specific locations. The advanced scouts, they've earned their pay in this one.
Chase Utley will step in. He doubled and later scored his last time. And here's a ball hit in the air. There to take it in is Carpenter for the first out. Ryan Howard will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a two-run home run that really got his guys going. Too high that time with the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And you wonder if he's feeling just a little bit distracted having that base stealer over there at first base. Sometimes just the threat of a steal can really mess with your head out there.
Swing and a line drive to center field. In for a look is Borges, but this gets down to base hit. And he'll make it over to third base safely, so that puts runners at the corners with only one gone.
Didn't have a whole lot of choice there on 2-0. He had to go after him. But when you leave that ball out over the plate, this can be the result. And that's what being patient and waiting for your pitch will get you.
Marlon Byrd will get another shot now. 2 for 3 in the game. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. 1-0 pitch is right there, but ruled a ball. 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. Descalzo backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Dominic Brown will get his shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 7. And he lays off there 1-0.
And you can bet they'll pitch him carefully with a couple guys on base.
On a big swing there at a fastball, and he really got into it high and deep to left center field. Borges is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Phillies leave a couple, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Peter Borges will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through. Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shut out intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Daniel Descalzo is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. And now a ball hit fairly well here out to the deep part of left field. Brown is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. Well, these fans have been treated to a fine outing out of their hometown starter as we give you a look at the numbers here. A big 0 in the run column on the right-hand side of your screen. John Jay will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the ledger? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Kevin Segrist will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Carlos Ruiz will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. Oh, he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
Oh, he can't hold on there as he swings and misses on a pitch in the dirt, and he's down 0-2 now.
He's playing right into that big swing from a pitch before. Just throw something slow here, and you'll probably have him 3 feet out in front.
And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning.
Third baseman, number 25, Cody Ashley.
Cody Ashley comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. Just fire that thing in there.
Look into Molina, now the 1-1. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Now a ball lined into left field. That's a base hit. Cliff Lee will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. And this is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
And they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
You know, in this situation, some people may say, with 1 out, why not just let him swing away? You know why you don't let him swing away? Because as a pitcher, that's why. All you can hope for is for him to go up there and make a productive out, and that's what he did.
Number 19 will bat now. A couple of hits in 4 trips, including a double. In there, 0-1.
Yeah, the velocity's good here, but I'm not so sure about the location. That was right down the middle.
That's hard hit back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
A good job here. Stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots this ball right back up the middle.
Two gone, and Jimmy Rollins will stand in with a showdown looming. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 8. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Michael Brantley will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
And the 0-1 sent on the ground is second for Utley. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. 2 outs away from a victory here that you'd have to say will be a rather convincing one.
And you know, Matt, in every phase of the game, hitting, pitching, defense, it all favors the home side here. Top to bottom, they've been the better team.
And he's right on the fastball there as this is hit pretty well out towards deep left. And this will be taken in out there just a few steps in front of the track, and there are 2 away now.
Well, this has been a thoroughly dominating performance out there. Kept these guys guessing all game long, and he's just 1 out away now from picking up a well-deserved complete game shutout.
Alan Craig will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
And that is into right field, a base hit.
And he'd been on a pretty good roll until that base hit right there. He'd set down 9 in a row, so now he's going to have to remember what it's like to work out of the stretch.
Matt Adams will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Now a swing and a fly ball, and this should do it. And he can't track it down, a base hit.
Maybe a chance here to put a dent into that scoreboard after all. This gives them a couple guys on base now here in the late going. And at the very least, another hit here could be enough for them to avoid the shutout.
Yadier Molina will stand in now, and hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
Runner holding tight at second, now the pitch. 1-0 pitch is a circle change, swung on and missed 1-1.
And in a spot like this, first and second with 2 away, that's where he's at his toughest on the mound. He'll bear down and start finding the corners of the strike zone. Makes it very hard for you to score runs off him.
Now a ball hit sharply out to left center, and he'll deliver an RBI with 2 away, as this should be good for extra bases. And the second run will come across as well, so they're on the board at least. It's 6-2 now. Johnny Peralta will stand in to keep things going, and I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
And Lee will open the at-bat with a good changeup there for strike 1. Bullpen working behind him, but you know this guy does not want to give up the baseball.
And he never does. I just don't think that's in his mentality.
Now a swing and a fly ball, and this should do it. And he'll make the final out to put an end to this one, and the Phillies have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Well, we talked about how they needed a good outing out of this guy, and he gave them that and even more, finishing off the complete game victory.
And the Phillies offensively here tonight were led by the exploits of this man, Ryan Howard. Take a snapshot of that. He's our tops player of the game.
Our final
Yeah, he came through.